Hi everyone, Mr. Mulby here. Just going to take you through a little bit about psychology and why psychology is obviously the best subject, but also I'm going to talk a little bit about kind of careers, career prospects and things like that if you're looking to study psychology. So psychology is not just for psychiatrists, and I guess for you guys, psychology is a brand new subject, but it can lead you into all sorts of career opportunities. It's a fantastically broad subject. It will help you understand the complex world we live in and can lead to a huge number of interesting and exciting careers, which I'm going to touch on in this little video. So psychology is a science. No matter what Mr. Ingson says, it is a science. It's both an applied and academic field that studies the human mind and behaviour. Research in psychology seeks to understand and explain thought, emotion and behaviour. It is an exciting and demanding subject. And you'll see in a minute, just with the topics that we look at, broad range of topics, super interesting, and can, like I said, can lead into various careers, which we'll have a look at. If you have an inquisitive mind and you're asking questions throughout the day and thinking about how we interact with our world, then psychology is certainly a subject for you. So at A-level then we study various topics. These are the topics that we have a look at. A couple of favourites of mine. We start off the year with memory, thinking about how we remember, also how we forget. Okay, really, really interesting stuff. Another firm favourite of mine is psychopathology, looking at things like OCD, depression, things like that, phobias, and we really pick apart how these things develop and the explanations behind that. Biopsychology, we always say that if you're looking to study psychology, a brilliant pairing is to have psychology with biology, and there's some really interesting crossovers there. And then into the kind of second year 2 topics, a favourite of mine is schizophrenia, which is a really, really interesting mental disorder. We look at it from various angles, various approaches, from a biological approach, from a cognitive approach, and we really try and pick that one topic apart and really think deeply about how we can explain things like schizophrenia and the propensity of that in the world. So some of the more kind of broader skills that you'll gain, real depth and breadth of knowledge, critical thinking skills, looking at source materials and analysing and being critical of that, appreciation of the relationships between different aspects of psychology, those crossovers, and also develop your ability to design and carry out and critically analyse experimental research. We'll be looking at lots of different research to back up certain theories and ideas. But broad skills, really excellent analytical skills we develop, essay writing skills. Also, as we take the scientific method and the scientific approach, you'll be developing those scientific skills as well, which can be broadly applied to various careers, which is really, really exciting. So jobs you can get after studying psychology, huge range of jobs, because of the breadth of psychology as a subject. It can lead into a huge number of careers, from research and education, marketing, to law, to all sorts, psychotherapy. Again, it's not just for psychiatrists. Lots of opportunities here in terms of careers that you could pursue. Friends of mine who studied psychology at degree level with me, some have gone into advertising, whereas some have gone into banking. Real broad range of career opportunities and lots and lots of transferable skills that I mentioned before that can take you into a huge number of careers, and with the skills and the knowledge that you'll gain will put you in great stead for kind of any job prospects for the future. Absolutely. And in terms of kind of alumni, we've had lots of successful students over the years. Psychology is certainly a popular subject to be taken at degree level. I think this year we've had 4, maybe 5 applications for psychology at degree level. Previous year, similar numbers. And previous years to that, again, have gone on to study psychology at degree level and going into various career opportunities. Some going into advertising, some going into working as a civil servant, some going into teaching, like me. So the career opportunities are out there. Psychology is a fantastic subject, and of course, it is the best.